as soon as it was taken away from you by Felix Cash, I guess the plan was always just to try and get it back as quick as you could.
Yeah, you could say that. It is a little bit annoying being former because of the way I lost it. It's not like I, got rid of it, but it is what it is. It happens. It's boxing. I've got a chance to win it back now, and that's what I'm going to do.
Do you two know each other in any way? Have you come across each other on, you're both from the same part of the country, boxing at the same weight, sparred, anything like that?
No, we haven't sparred or anything, but yeah, we do know of each other, yeah.
So what do you make of him as a fighter?
I think he's a good fighter. I think it's going to be a good fight.
So Linus, from your point of view, as I said, you've been waiting to see who you would box because you were in mandatory position. Did you always suspect that it probably would be him?
When I got made mandatory, I thought it was going to be Cash. Always thought it was going to be Cash after that, and then he vacated it, and then Dignam got put in. Then I thought it'd be Dignam, and then he left to go for the world title or something like that, and then Bentley was next, and I knew Bentley would not, he wouldn't go any other route. I knew after the Cash fight he'd want to win this back. You know what I mean, to prove a point. So I knew it would be him as soon as that got kind of put together.
People talk about timing being everything in sport, in boxing in particular. Obviously, COVID was very frustrating for everybody. Careers were put on hold. You managed to box during that. You both did. But is this a case of perfect timing for you, do you think?
Yeah, for both of us. This, a fight like this was speculated to happen at Southern area level, and it didn't really make sense, to be honest. And I think this is the perfect time for both of us now. I think we've matured a lot in our career, and it was, everyone around the middleweight division has been a bit of a collision course, and it's mine and Denzel's turn to kind of go at it,
And it's a great platform as well. I mean, when the purse bid was won by Wasserman, and you discovered that deal was being done, and you were going to be boxing live on terrestrial TV, the pair of you. I mean, it couldn't be better, really, could it? In terms of your profile, the exposure it'll get you.
Oh, this is massive. This is massive on Channel 5, terrestrial TV. I'm going to have people's nans watching me. It's going to be a bit crazy, and it's no better place to have it on. Really, free to air, everyone can see it. And yeah, I can't wait to go, man. It's a good fight. It's going to be, in my opinion, it's going to be a domestic classic, in my opinion. I think both our styles are going to gel really well, and it's just going to be a good fight. And the winner, realistically, is going to be the people watching.
It's great to have a British title fight top of the bill on this opening show of a new partnership, because, as you mentioned before, I think we forget sometimes just how lucky we are in the UK to have this kind of ladder of titles, area titles, national titles, British titles, people in meaningful fights from very early stages of their career, and there are just very, very few belts out there that mean as much as this one.
Yeah, I mean, I've got to admit, it's, I think, the first British title purse bid we've entered and of course won. So, for us, with British fighters in the past, David Hay, George Groves, who we've represented, David Price, Anthony Agogo, those were always on a different it was a different path. And I said before, for me, the British title is a pure title. It's a title that's there's a great domestic scene. At the middleweight, there's a fantastic domestic scene out there. You can make a great little tournament out of it. But you've got this belt. This belt, for me, means the right to fight on the world stage for your country. That's how I see it. And it's funny enough, you mentioned that it's on Channel 5. Actually, when we won the purse bid, we were negotiating backwards and forwards with the Warrens, and it was clear that we had a different valuation of the fight, and we rolled the dice. We didn't have the Channel 5 deal signed. We just went out and won the purse bid, and we're going to put it somewhere else if it wasn't Channel 5. So that landed on Channel 5 is a fantastic coincidence. But I mean, the reaction to it, and we've won a few big purse bids over the years on world level, but the reaction to this fight was fantastic. The first thing I did was go and have a look at a few of your fights, and fantastic boxer. Then I started understanding. My brother kept on telling my brothers more on the matchmaking side. He said, "Cal, you've got to see that this fight is going to be proper entertainment." And to go on, go and do the business. My brother won the purse bid, and I didn't know too much about Denzel, and I went and looked at your fights, and I was like, whoa, we got a live wire here. This is gonna be a great fight, and just buzzing that it's part of this fantastic first show that we're doing on Channel 5, and I think the O2 Indigo is going to be a hot cauldron on May 13th.
I think it's fair to say we've got two fairly old school characters here as well in terms of fighters. Denzel, would you agree with that? The pair of you, there's not really going to be too much pushing and shoving. I wouldn't anticipate
It can change in fight week. I've seen it all change. It can change
until that bell goes.
It can change between the fight week press conference and the weigh-in.
Yeah, mentality-wise, I think we're just both two fighters that will just get in there to, with anyone to achieve what we need to achieve. So in that sense, yeah. But I'm not with the pushing and shoving unless, it has to be done. But I'm not going to act up for no one.
Okay, well I'm sure we'll get plenty of action when that first bell goes. So thanks very much, gents. Really looking forward to that vacant British middleweight title on the line. Top of the bill on May the 13th, live on Channel 5. The first Wasserman promotion with that new broadcast deal in place. So everybody will be available now, I think, for one-on-ones. Separate one-on-ones. We'll have some photos up the front here as well, I think some head-to-heads. And that wraps it up. So, as I said at the beginning, thanks for coming, everybody. Great to see so many people here. Hope to see you all there in May.
Welcome, Team Everlast, to the Team Everlast Fitness app. Download the Everlast Fitness app and find your greatness within.